Happy Transformer Tuesdays. Today we're going to be having another Beast Wars episode. Big shout out and thank you to Transformer World 4-member Turbine027 for hooking me up. Got this awesome Razorbeast and 2-pack Megatron, and I never had this guy as a kid, but I did play with him, and that's when I saw he's just the Rat Trap remolded, just like Iguanus was a remolded version of this guy. But man, I did have this guy, and this was the man. Him and Insecticon were my two favorite bad dudes. This is just the best figure, and this 2-pack ignited my imagination as a kid. The packed-in comic book is what got me into the Transformer lore, got me using dial-up internet and really reading for the first time, really in-depth. Couldn't drag me away hours just reading about the comic books and the cartoon and find out everything that was going on with it. Is the best. So yeah, I guess, you know, it's all tied together, all my nerdy hobbies. Reading, Transformers and toys, you know, building Legos and stuff. But man, this thing is so cool. Very simple, not much articulation, just a chomping mouth, and everything else is just by proxy of the robot mode. Like these arms right here, I guess you can kind of outstretch it, but it don't look quite right. And there's an indentation right there where you're supposed to fold the arms and kind of set it for it to do its thing. But this has the simple spring-loaded transformation mechanism, and this is a one step that I like. You just press down and boom. All you gotta do is fold these feet down, bring the beast legs back, and then you know, fold the wrist down there, and boom, you're good. Oh, and take the tail off the back, flip that around, and you got yourself a real good cannon. So I like that, and he's good looking. Real simple, but like kick-ass. Great detailing on him here. You can see his feet. We got all this gold here, gold on the claws there too. I love the details right there with those kind of, I don't know what you call them, almost like a claw, almost like guns. Got that good gator detailing on the arms up there, because you know those are also in the beast mode. But I like the venting there. We still get that same detailing we saw before, but we look at his head sculpt, and that is the best. We got that great orange eyes and that toothy grin on the purple face with the green helmet. Very cool. I dig this guy so much. A little biased because he was my first, but still my favorite. I think this is a real kick-ass look for Megatron, and it's a cool looking beast. Yeah. But speaking of beasts, we got Razorbeast here, who again is pretty much the same as the Rat Trap. The one I got here, he's a little bit fiddly. His spring transformation doesn't work quite as good as the ones I still have from my collection, or the this one that I acquired. But still very cool. The gap here, though, is a bit much. Like, I don't know why there's a big gap underneath his mouth. I'd think that'd be filled in, but it's not. But he's got articulation right here. These are on a ball joint, but you can't really move them out. It's just up and down, and you can do that with both sides. But that's it. That's all he's got going. His transformation is the same, spring-loaded on the back. He doesn't fold out quite as good, so I got to kind of force it out a little bit. And him, you just raise his arms up, and there, that's it. Oh, and you fold the legs on the back too, so you can arrange that however you like. You know, actually, yeah, let's do it like that. I like that a little bit better. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And when you bring him back into beast mode, you just peg his arms right in there. Oh, and he got a weapon coming out of his fur coat on the back, so you can give that for him to hold. And there's some really cool sculpting in there too, with the organic details and the machinery. So I can dig that. So he's got a cool fold-out cannon thing. and their articulation here is all the same too. It's just ball joint here on the leg, ball joint on the knee, ball joint in the shoulder, ball joint on the elbow, and the head's on a ball joint here, but you can't really do much but move it down a little bit. He's got great detailing on his head, and I love all the detailing on the inside of his flesh here that folds out. So a bunch of pipes, tubing, mechanical things sticking out. These Beast Wars figures were really good about that. Maybe not the best paint applications, but they always sculpted really cool details on them. Those legs look really great. I love this cream color too on them. It really complements this red. Yeah, I like the gold eyes he has too. It's real subtle. So good looking. And I also dig how you got the teeth kind of sticking out of his shoulder. That's cool. Back is a little plain, but whatever. It's a big old shell on his back, but I can dig it all the same. So that's real cool. And again, these guys both have the exact same articulation. Ball joint, ball joint, ball joint, ball joint, ball joint on the head. You got more articulation for Megatron's head just because he has more clearance for things. Transformations for the guys are real simple. It's just reversing everything, and you just flip that around, clip it back onto his tail, and then just kind of fold that down. That brings everything back. Just fold that down, line these up. Boom, there you go. Sorry for the edit, had a knock at the door. But transform this guy, all we gotta do is take his weapon offset to the side. We're gonna flatten his arms out and peg him in there. Take those pegs, pop them into that hole, and that just gets him straight where he needs to be. And then you take his tail and fold it in, and it'll just kind of click into place and hold it, and you just tuck his legs in there. It's a little ugly from the bottom, but you know, it is what it is. That's how it is with pretty much most Transformers anyhow. Get his legs folded out there, fold that weapon inside, and then you're just pegging this into that tab, and there will be a little bit of a gap there, but it is what it is. Just get the legs lined up so he can stand straight. And the spring on this guy's a little bit funny, so sometimes it pops back open on me. Some of these guys held up a little bit better than others as far as just their play and everything. But this guy is working great, just as good as any of the other figures that I still hung on to. But I do love him. This guy, he has a few little problems there that could get fixed up as far as both his spring mechanism, and I just hate the gaps that he has there and the weird one underneath for his mouth. I don't understand what that's about. I think it'd be a lot better if it was a bit different, but real cool looking overall though. Great sculpted details, good articulation for what they are. Great basic figures, and I'm just so thrilled to have this guy back in my collection because this was just, yeah, the best. He's my favorite. In fact, Predacon high five, best friends reunited. Thanks for joining me.